Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the top 10 new content, details, and features that I believe should be added and is necessary in the supposed biker DLC for Grand Theft Auto Online. So there's clearly been no confirmation from Rockstar that this DLC is going to happen, but all signs are pointing in the direction that it's going to be one of the next DLCs in Grand Theft Auto Online or the next DLC for GTA 5. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. I saw a user on the GTA forum site, Male Tiger, who actually posted his biker DLC wish list a few days ago, and it's kind of inspired me to make my own. So I'm going to be talking about that in this video today. Let me know what features you would like to see in the comment section down below as well. I think I've got a pretty good list of some things here, but of course, out of the way, let's not waste any more time and let's get it started. All right, so once again, this list is in no particular order of most importance or least importance or best to worst. It's just 10 things that I've written down that I think would be pretty cool. At the number one spot is usable melee weapons or bats on motorcycles. So this is kind of a cool feature in The Lost and the Damned, and I'll actually show you guys kind of what that looks like in a screenshot right here. This was really cool, and I think this would be awesome if you could do this on bikes in-game in Grand Theft Auto 5. We obviously know that we can use weapons on bikes like pistols and small submachine guns and sticky bombs and grenades, but we can't use any of the melee weapons. How cool would it go around to be doing like drive-by shots on other players with a baseball bat or a golf club or, you know, like a spiked pole or something like that? That would be so much fun. Could you imagine like the challenges you could try and do something like that? You could literally send someone flying like you would just hit a home run, literally, if you were using a baseball bat. So that's something I find pretty cool, usable bats and other melee weapons that you could use on some of the bikes and motorcycles in game. Once again, that was a feature very similar to The Lost and the Damned, and you'll see that theme kind of coming up here, me taking emphasis and points from Grand Theft Auto 4's motorcycle DLC, which I think Rockstar may end up doing a lot for this update. And that's a great segue into feature number 2, which is being able to ride in a convoy in Grand Theft Auto Online. So this again was a feature in The Lost and the Damned, where if you rode in the convoy, you would get extra benefits, whether it's health bonuses or, for a Grand Theft Auto Online, you could make it RP bonuses or gain more health or, do more damage or take less damage. So that's something I think you could do. Convoying with crew members in Grand Theft Auto Online, very similar to biker gang members in The Lost and the Damned. Now, I'm not exactly sure how Rockstar would make this work, because in the GTA 4 DLC, it was a giant The Lost MC logo on the ground that would follow you around or follow the convoy around. So I'm not sure exactly how they're going to be doing this, but we've seen them do this with the CEO stuff, where it's just like a circle, and if you stand within that circle, you get some bonuses. So I think they've already implemented features like that into the game with executives and other criminals and finance and felony, but I think even more so, they need to do it with the biker update and put an emphasis on riding together. That would be so awesome. Okay, number 3, and this is a big one, vehicles. So I decided to throw vehicles all into one category because I felt like that would make the most sense. If we wanted to talk about each one of them individually, this wish list could go on for hours, if not multiple days, talking about all the new vehicles that I'd like to see. But let's obviously start with bikes. If it's going to be a biker update, there's certainly going to be bikes in the game, and I'd like to see a good variety. I obviously think you need to see chopper bikes, cruiser bikes, sports bikes. If not, you're going to have a big part of the community that is kind of separated and starts to complain that their bike isn't added into the game. So I think that Rockstar will ultimately have to add a variety of good bikes into the game. They can't stick with one category. I could see them adding many bikes from the previous DLC from GTA 4, so like the Zombie, the Lycan, the Hell Fury. That could be pretty cool. Also, with the vehicles, I think they need to introduce cars as well. I can see people getting upset if there aren't, vehicles or cars added into the game in addition to the bikes. So some examples I thought of would be adding like the Lost Slam Van into the game, which, believe it or not, is actually in GTA 5, but it's like not available in Grand Theft Auto Online, so they could introduce that. This could also be a great opportunity to add the Duke of Death into the game, which would be extremely cool. We obviously have that in single player, and even the opportunity for Benny style bikes. bikes that have maybe an exorbitant amount of customization. Some ones that I thought of could be the Double T Custom, as well as maybe the Hakachu Custom. So there's lots of great ideas for regular chopper bikes, cruisers, sports bikes, vehicles, and even Benny's bikes to be added in this update. And I think Rockstar is going to need to do a very good job at balancing this in order to keep the community happy with this update. So those are the vehicles right there. At the number 4 spot, clubhouses and safe houses. So that was a huge part of the Lost in the Dams DLC, the biker clubhouses, and I think Rockstar need to introduce that feature with crews. So making crew clubhouses or safe houses that can be accessed by multiple people that doesn't require you to like ring a doorbell or be buzzed in. That could be so awesome, and I would love it if they would make them out of more abandoned style buildings that you could like build up and decorate yourself. That would be extremely cool if Rockstar added that. So clubhouses and safe houses is definitely a must-have feature for me. At the number 5 spot, great biker accessories. So I'm kind of throwing this once again in a conglomerate category, just like I did the vehicles. So when I mention accessories, I'm talking about clothing, I'm talking about beards, I'm talking about, haircuts, everything and anything. So leather vests, boots, beards, chains. You could even do some cool stuff with applying your crew logo. So you know how the bikers in the Lost and the Damned, they had those vests that would say like their name and then like their position in the organization, like president, vice president, secretary, etc. I think that would be cool if you could do that with your crew logos, applying crew logos and, titles to parts of the clothing in the game. That would be so awesome. I think Rockstar is going to need to do a really good job with epic amount of clothing that they add in this update, because there's a lot of great looking biker gear in the game. So hopefully, again, they do like leather boots, beards, jackets, chains, etc., stuff like that. And I think you'll have a lot of people happy with the content added in the biker update. Number 6, more bike customization or deeper bike customization, because let's be honest, the bikes in the game right now have almost zero customization. So I'm hoping there will be some more modification of these motorcycles, whether it's done in the Los Santos custom shop or done in another bike shop very similar to Benny's. I'm hoping that we get like a biker only modification shop. Hopefully it takes place somewhere up in like Blaine County or Paleto Bay or Sandy Shores. That would be something that is extremely cool. But at the end of the day, even if there is no bike shop, I think there just needs to be a more customization for the bikes themselves, because there is just none in the game. And maybe being able to add customization to existing bikes in the game, like removing the Lost MC logo from some bikes or de-skinning the Sovereign so it's not an American flag livery all the time. Those are some great ideas that I think would be awesome for this update. That's a great segue into number 7, which is please, Rockstar, utilize Blaine County, Paleto Bay, and Sandy Shores. If there is an update that is more perfectly themed for those 3 places, it's this one. Utilize the areas that are never utilized in game. Blaine County, Paleto Bay, and Sandy Shores. They always seem to be forgotten and they always seem to be lost, no pun intended. But I think that this is the perfect time to get players to gravitate up towards the northern part of the map and the beautiful world of Sandy Shores, Paleto Bay, Blaine County, and a little bit more. So utilize that, Rockstar. Again, make it worth our time to go up there, whether it's a new mod shop, a new clothing shop, something. Let's go up into Blaine County and Paleto Bay for once and for all. Let's move on to the number 8 spot. In my opinion, this is kind of a funny one, but I want to see biker sidecarts. So the sidecarts, you've obviously seen them before. They're like the attachment to bikes that you can use for another person to sit. I think this would be a hilarious addition to the game if these sidecars were added. Again, I'm not sure what motorcycles these could possibly be used on, and even if it's only one bike that Rockstar decides to include this on, I could definitely see this being a really fun attachment. And who knows, maybe you could make this useful. The person in the sidecar could actually use bigger weapons, maybe like an RPG or, a bigger rifle or something like that. That would be so cool and it would be awesome, and especially if Rockstar can make it a very useful attachment into the game. Okay, at the number 9 spot, use gangs. So I know we have the crew system in the game, but it doesn't really feel like a traditional biker gang. So maybe Rockstar will introduce biker gangs, and they could even utilize some of the old gangs from the GTA 4 DLCs. So the Lost MC, they could obviously use the Angels, or they could use some of the old gangs like the Vagos, the Ballas, the Families. That could be pretty cool. I just want to see the introduction of gangs into the game, because I think that there's a lot of potential there, whether you choose between Vagos, Lost, LSPD, something like that, whether it's, for drugs or for against drugs, or I don't really know how the system could work, but I really think Rockstar needs to introduce some sort of gang system into the update. That would be pretty cool. And finally, last but not least, at the number 10 spot, new weapons. The Lost and the Damned added some awesome new weapons, and that's something I think that this GTA Online DLC needs to continue. So I'm thinking maybe an auto shotty, maybe like a combat sniper rifle, maybe even something along the lines of like a cool explosive. I don't even know what kind of cool explosives are left. We've got sticky bombs, proximity mines, but something. I don't know what it could be. Maybe like a bomb of some sort, but we need to have cool new weapons into the game, and I think this biker update or biker DLC is the perfect opportunity to add some really cool stuff. But anyways, those are the top 10 features, details, and new content that I would like to see added into Grand Theft Auto Online with the supposed biker DLC. I guess you could call this my wish list of sorts for the new features and things that I think would be epic. As always, let me know in the comment section down below if you would want to see any of the things that I talked about added in this video. And also, let me know your features that you would like to see down in the description or the comment section as well. If you did go on to enjoy this video, however, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.